Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. You taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Debbie Wasserman Schultz says she took a tour. She took a tour of Alligator Alcatraz. We all would love to take that tour, wouldn't we? I want to see the alligators. I want to see the pythons. I want to see the accommodations. Talk to the COs that are walking around. But we don't get that luxury. It goes to people like Debbie Wasserman Schultz. And she went in, she looked around, and what do you think? Do you think she said something to the effect of, well, it looks humane. I mean, these are prisoners. They have committed a crime, and they are being incarcerated until we can deport them. So this seems like an efficient, effective venue to hold them until such a day we can rid ourselves of their occupation of our country. Well, it was a little different than that. We have a clip here. Actually, we have two. The first one, just Debbie talking about what she saw when she walked around the cell block of Alligator Alcatraz. Debbie, if you will.
What we saw, the conditions that we saw inside this internment camp, which it is nothing less than that description, were really appalling. I'll walk you through just a few of the really egregious, disturbing, disgusting conditions. They are using cages. These detainees are living in cages. The pictures that you've seen don't do it justice. They are essentially packed into cages, wall-to-wall humans, 32 detainees per cage. That is the only thing inside those cages are their bunk beds, and there are 3 tiny toilets that are toilet units that have a sink attached to it.
Yeah. That sure sounds like a prison. That sure sounds like a prison to me. Now, maybe she's basing her assessment of Alligator Alcatraz off of their previous places of residence. Maybe their previous accommodations, and she's weighing the two. A $500 a night Manhattan hotel room compared to an average prison cell. Yep, I'll go for the $500 a night Manhattan hotel room. Yeah. But Debbie Wasserman Schultz, if I may call you Debbie Wasserman Schultz, they're prisoners. They're not in town to take the Circle Line or go up into the Statue of Liberty or the Empire State Building. So they're not supposed to be in luxury hotel rooms in Midtown Manhattan. They're supposed to be in prison. So when you say they're literally in cages, well, that's what a prison is. A cage. I'll give you that. You picked up on that pretty quickly. But to think that they deserve better, first of all, it's brandy new. There are plenty of prisons in this country that date back to, I think, the 1800s. And these are brand new. The floors, I saw pictures. The floors, brand new tile. They've subdivided, is what she's talking about. She says they're in cages, 32 of them. And it's not just and then she tries to make it, she can't leave out the part that there are actually beds in there. So she wants to make it sound worse. So she goes, they're wall-to-wall human, just mad people. And there's 36 of them to a cage. And the only other thing in there is their bunk beds. Yeah, they have bunk beds. Don't make it sound like the only other thing is a blanket on the floor that all of them fight over. For their bunk beds for every single one of them. So it's not their wall-to-wall people in cages. They're people in cages with enough bunk beds for every single person in that chain link fence subdivided area. If you're running a jail or a prison, you don't want too many people to be able to get together in one spot. If someone decides to act up or a group of people decide to act up, you want to be able to lock down the rest of the people. So that's why you don't just have them running around in this large area. You subdivide it with bars or concrete or chain link fence, as you like to call it, cages. Sorry, foam rubber would be lovely, but it's not very effective in preventing people from breaking through it. Chain link fence actually gives them the ability to communicate with other people in that block building. So it's kind of better than it could be. But she wants to call it, a cage. It's a cage. And again, these are criminals. They're waiting for deportation. And they're not being put in hotel rooms. That's one part of it. This one was my favorite, though. She goes on to talk about the horrible sanitary conditions when you have to defecate. You're used to going into a great place, a hotel room bathroom, and what do you get? 3 tiny toilets, as she calls them. Do we have that one? That clip?
So they drink. They get their drinking water and they brush their teeth, where they poop in the same unit. They bragged that they went above standards, supposedly, and gave them a 3-foot privacy wall that stretches the length inside the 32 detainee cage. A 3-foot privacy wall that stretches the length of the 3 toilets.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. You know who else gets water and brushes their teeth and poops in the same room? Everyone! It's called a bathroom, you dolt. It's a bathroom. At night, when I get up out of my cage, if I'm sleeping in bed in my cage, I get up sometimes, I go into the bathroom, and the toilet's there, my toothbrush is there, and I grab a little drink of water. Do you know, before I even go into my bed in my cage, that I brush my teeth mere feet away from my toilet? Is that crazy? And then I rinse my mouth out with water that I drink right near where, as Debbie Wasserman Schultz says, I poop. Can you imagine? This is, I got to say it, it's a concentration camp. That's what I'm going to go on record. Some people might get mad, but I don't see any difference between a bathroom in any suburban house, anywhere people live. I don't see any difference between that and a cage with tiny toilets, a toothbrush, and a cup in the same general area. This woman is out of her damn mind.